vWork contains everything that your technician needs to record their work while maintaining all of your assets. And now with the Ajax hardware, that can be accomplished in hazardous environments. But let's jump right into the application. It's a simple layout application and it's very powerful. Let's talk about what's on this screen. As soon as you log into the application with your username and password, you come to the work order screen. And it's very simple to use. I'll go through every point on the screen here. You'll see that it has a navigation menu here. I just show that on the screen. And it gives me my username, the organization that I'm syncing to. And then I have a part here, the top three, which are the things that we're going to talk about, is the work orders, work requests, and assets. Let's come back to the work order screen. The first thing you can do is add a work order with the plus sign here. It gives you a form. You can quickly add a new work order to vWork here as well. If something needs repairs or you see something that it's needed for a particular asset, it can be recorded. We have a filters and grouping menu item here. I'm going to select one grouping here, and I'll do by description. And you'll see that now all the work orders have been grouped. You see this gray headers over here. And you can see here that the screen has changed. It has a description grouping here right now. There's also a filter here, is my assigned work to this particular technician that I've logged in. And also I have a Google-style powerful search bar here, and I'm going to perform a search here. I'm just going to type the word flare and the first half of the word inspection. So you can see it's a Google-style search, and anything containing that particular search query, it's going to come up to the screen. Let's take a look inside of the details of the different work orders here on this list. All right, so I click here on the 60-day flare inspection, and I can see I have a work order number, a system status, a user status, and I have more details here on the asset and a lot of fields here important for any technician performing any work on this asset. If you look at the bottom, we have a dock-style navigation pane here, and I'm going to scroll here. You'll see how it moves. I have more information here available to me as a technician. I want to click on operations now. All right, and I can see that I have different operations for this particular asset. I can click on materials, and I have a long list of materials, and I can add more if I need to. I just see the plus here at the top if I need to add more materials. I also have an attachment screen, and this could be files, like manuals or, how to do things on a particular asset, or you can also capture photos in case an inspection is completed or an inspection is needed or something that you want to point out for someone else that may work on this particular asset. So that's very powerful. I also have resources, and we can see there's a list of resources for this particular asset, and I can also take a deeper dive into the resource instances. And if you see here, we also have the ability to charge time to this resource and resource instances. Let's go back here to our previous screen, and let's keep going here. I'm going to scroll here on the dock. I have the ability to take meter readings, and this is very powerful, to keep track of the data on any asset. We can take failure analysis, and we also have the ability to take quality plans, and this is very powerful for the assets to ensure compliance in many industries. And that's everything that we can do inside of a work order. Let's come back to our work order screen. Notice that vWork has remembered the previous search. It always keeps track of everything that we're doing. I'm going to click on the navigation menu and jump to work requests. And similar style, so the technician's already familiar with this. We have a list of items here as well. These are all work requests. We can add any work requests, or we can perform a search similarly that we did on the work order screen. I'm going to select the first one. All right, and I have more details on this particular work request. Work request number, the status, and all the work request details. We also have the ability to add attachments to this work request. So very powerful. If you see, for example, a leak on a pipe or in an engine or something of that nature, you can not only document what's needed, but also take a picture so the next technician, for example, that will go perhaps from a different department knows exactly what to look for. So that's very powerful. Let's come back to the navigation menu. And one more screen I want to show you is the asset screen. And this is the entire list of assets available for this particular user. I'm going to perform a search here and pull up one of the assets. All right. Again, I just did a Google style search. I type half of the name of an asset, and it's narrowed down the entire list to one asset. Very powerful. I'm going to click on that asset, and I have all the asset details. The description, the asset group, a category, serial numbers, owning departments, lots of different things here. And I also have a doc style navigation here at the bottom. So very similar to the first doc that we showed, but there are some differences. So I'll go through those right now. We have asset attributes here. We have the ability to take meters outside of a work order just directly into the asset in case we need to document that. We also have attachments that we can add. And here we have, a bigger list of attachments. We have a web link here. We have some images. So that's very powerful for the technicians. We also have the ability to take quality plans for this asset. We have comprehensive asset history, and this is for previous work that's been done to the particular asset. Very important for the technicians to see if something was already been repaired or how many times has been repaired. So that's very important. And we also have asset logs to log different things for the assets. So this is everything in a nutshell that your technician needs to maintain all your assets. And now with Ajax, again, with the Ajax technology tablets, that can be done in hazardous environments.